All right, well, I've made it in this place called Adana. It's a long travel. Took me a long time to get here. Already regret being here. Costs a decent amount of money to do the buses here. So I got a bus here, and then right after I bought the bus, which is non-refundable, I found out there's only one hostel in the whole entire city that I could book, and it's quite a fucking shithole. And then I just got here, and they said I can only come in at I can only check in at about 5 o'clock. So yeah, pretty shitty. And then I just used like the facilities, went to the bathroom. The place is like, it's a shithole. I mean, it's rated like 2 stars, which is the worst hostel I've ever seen that I've come across. So yeah, pretty much regret coming here. The guys, so I have like 4 hours before I can get into the hostel, and there's fucking nothing to do in this city either. I guess it's like a vacation spot for Turkish people. Yeah, I guess if you just have kids, you want to go to the water park they have and see a couple other things, but there's pretty much nothing on the top attractions that look like even worth going to. And it's not cheap by any means. Like, all of the hotels are pretty expensive. At least I guess it gets me closer to Antalya, which seems like a much better spot. Already looking at it, it looks a lot better. There's at least like 12 hostels to go through. So I already booked my bus, another really fucked up late bus. I think I'm gonna move through Turkey pretty quick and hang out in Istanbul. I actually really like Istanbul. I mean, I like Uçuris, like near Göreme and Cappadocia. It was nice, it's like very chill, but you could do pretty much everything in one day there. I'm glad that I had the forethought of only spending one day here. I'm gonna spend just 2 nights in Istanbul, or sorry, 2 nights in Antalya, and then I'll just move on to the next coastal city until I get back to Istanbul. But yeah, definitely dumb. I could have just, had I known this was gonna be such a shitty place, I could have just saved money on this trash fucking hostel, and I could have just done my day trip with my pack and shit all day here, and then because I already bought the ticket here, and then just buy a ticket tonight to leave. That probably would have been more ideal, honestly, but you live and you learn. Now I think I'm only gonna stay max 2 days in each place, just in case I don't like it. Plus it costs like the cheapest place you'll ever find in a hostel in this country is about $16, which is still not terrible, but you know, you're spending $32 every 2 days. Adds up pretty quickly, especially when you're staying at the worst hostel every time, like you're staying at the cheapest one you can possibly find. I mean, some of them are $32 a night, which is getting into the range of I might as well fucking get a hotel, you know, if I'm gonna be staying with other people and shit. I guess this city is known for the kebab. I guess the kebab was invented here. That's what I was told, at least. Yeah, I don't really know why else you'd come here. I looked at the beaches. The beaches look meh, you know, they don't look very good at all. I guess I'm pretty negative about this part of the stay, but it is what it is. I fucking have so much time to kill, and there's so fucking nothing to do. I guess I could just eat a kebab and fucking sit at a park or something like that. Maybe I'll come back to the hostel and do work on my laptop. I feel pretty dumb coming here. It feels like a waste of money and time. I could actually like bother staying somewhere else that has some sort of value to it. But I guess I'm also rubbed pretty wrong when it's like this guy's like, yeah, it's very normal for check-in to be after 5 p.m. It's like, that's not very normal. I've already been, this is the 3rd hostel in this country. I've been to many hostels along the other countries, and none of them are like that. It's 2 o'clock max, and that even then it's pretty much noon at every single hostel you'll ever go to. Seems like a waste of my money, you know? Yeah, fuck this place. Not a fan of it. Okay, I know I originally said fuck this place, but it's okay. I mean, it's just boring. There's just nothing too capturing about it. But I'm going to this mosque. Can't remember the name of it. It's supposed to be one of the biggest in Turkey. Looks pretty sick from the outside. It's just boring, just kind of like fairly big with like a lot of skyscrapers and stuff. Yeah, and like I said, looking at the beach didn't look quite exciting, but okay, so this is actually called the Sabanki Merkez Kami. I'm almost certain I'm saying that completely wrong, but it's free entry. I don't know if they'll let me bring in my camera. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so far it looks pretty cool. It's fine to me. And then I'm right next to a park that I basically just chilled at for that last like 20 minutes, just charging up this camera. And then I'm gonna go walk over to a bridge that was made in like 580 or something like that. And then there's a clock tower, and that's basically it. Hopefully that'll kill enough time to where I can get in at 5, and then fucking I'll probably just go to the grocery store, get some food, and then edit videos and hang out and do nothing. Just one of those days or whatever. Looks pretty sick so far. Okay, well this place is pretty sick. Not gonna lie, pretty awesome. There's like no one in here, which is pretty cool compared to the mosques that I went to in Istanbul. You know, very, very full of tourists. I think there's maybe 6-7 people in here in total, including me. Yeah, beautiful. Stained glass is really impressive. So pretty. See, there's more all the way up there too. Yeah, incredibly impressive, their architecture they do here. See, look at the porcelain tiles. Incredible. Even the stairway is pretty awesome. Huh, I wonder who goes up there. Pretty fascinated in how they're able to achieve these incredible designs like up there, where they're all almost look like naturally produced, something like in a cave, like a stalactite, stalagmite, whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see the stars that they're making. It's kind of hard to tell because it's so high up, but yeah, incredible engineering, and obviously very old technology, the way they've discovered this very long time ago. So I gotta use the bathroom, but classic, you gotta pay for the bathroom. It's very common in other parts of the world. And the one thing I always fucking hate though is that they don't have toilet paper, and they have the shittiest, basically Kleenex tissue paper for you to buy to use at their shitty toilet. You know, you pay money for like usually not a great toilet. It's like, well, where does this money even fucking go to? I guess maybe the mosque, I don't know. But yeah, you experience that everywhere though. It's Thailand, it's yeah, it's everywhere. I mean, it's never a lot. Maybe 25 cents, 50 cents, maybe $1. But like I said, they usually don't have toilet paper, and they're usually pretty fucking nasty for you to be paying for it. That's like one thing from my country that I think I often miss. That, and then big glasses of good ice water. It's probably the only two things I think my my country does well, that I actually care about when I leave. Other than that, I could basically not miss anything about my country. But yeah, the inside of there was pretty sick. I'm gonna go probably get a coffee, because you know, if I'm gonna shit somewhere and pay for it, I might as well get something out of it besides just buying toilet paper to shit. So go find something to do. All right, so I found a little coffee, or like a little doner kebab place, and just got my tea there for 30 lira, just like what's that, like 75 cents or something like that. And then took a big old dump, blew up that bathroom of theirs. Now I'm gonna head over to that bridge. Guess it was actually made like 200 AD, And the mosque is actually made in 1988. So from 1988 to 1988 to 1998. So not that long ago. I think that's like close to my brother's age. I think he's born like 87 or something like that. So not very old. It's finished 2 years after I was born. Still pretty impressive though. Still beautiful. All right, I gotta check the map, see if I'm going the right way. All right, here it is in all its glory. Pretty basic, but I mean, was built in 200 AD, so wouldn't expect too much either. This is kind of my point of coming here though. Pretty boring. You know, you've got a mosque, a bridge, and a watchtower. And then if you want to pay money, you have like a water park. Yeah, there wasn't much else really recommended me to do here. Pretty fucking boring here. I guess maybe if you're Turkish, the history, like the culture, maybe more rich to you. But to me, I don't, it's lost on me. I don't understand it. Yeah, I think a waste of time. But whatever, we're here now, so can't go back now. But had this is all my fault. I should have researched more. Had I researched more, I would have just went straight to Antalya. But I guess the one good thing is it's a good view of the mosque from all the way over here. It's kind of cool, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not even quite sure I want to go see the watchtower. I feel like it's going to be pretty underwhelming. Probably find it from here too, see it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna skip out on that. I saw a picture of it. It's not entirely impressive, so days a wash, I suppose. Guys, I just got dropped off at the bus station. I have like, 6 more hours or something like that until my bus, but I spent like 4 hours already at Starbucks. I edited a lot of videos. I'm just gonna honestly, I wanted to get over here because I know the bus station is quite far, and I'm not sure if like it gets cheaper or more expensive. It's already kind of a little bit pricey to get over here, nothing crazy, but yeah, I didn't want it to get any more. The guy that just dropped me off, bless his heart, he's talking to me in Turkish the whole time, so I started Google translating, and you know, he was cool. I mean, he offered me a cigarette, I guess, that's pretty cool, but I didn't accept it, I don't really want it. And then he like made me give him a tip, which is fine. I'll give you $1, it's okay. Just kind of like trying to like enter a custom amount, and I'm like, bro, no. I already spent a pretty good amount to get the fuck over here. But I figure I get over here just, and even if I have to walk somewhere for food and hang out or something like that, I'd rather be on this side of town, and like, cause I was basically on the opposite side of town from where I need to be. But my bus leaves at 11:45, it's like 5:30 right now. So yeah, kind of fucked with the timing thing. I'm just gonna edit every video that I have like backlogged. I did a lot of work today, so pretty happy about that actually. That means I can kind of like, next spot I go to, I can kind of like fucking chill out on editing and don't have to spend all my time doing that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, figure out my life for the next 6 hours. I got, yeah, nothing else to do. So this is pretty sick. I've never seen anything like this for a Shell gas station. Automatic doors. It's pretty lit. Maybe I'll get something from here, depending on how much it is and what they got. Huh. Some sandwiches. It's never looked that good though, not gonna lie. 120, that's like a full meal at a restaurant. Yeah, probably skip out. Maybe go check out the bus station, see if they have any like things to eat there, any restaurants or anything like that. If not, then I'll look it up. Today I got a new eSIM. I had 3 gigabytes of data for like, it was $27. I was basically like held at gunpoint for that because when I got to the airport, I had no Wi-Fi, no data because my SIM card was still Indian, and like I didn't have a tool to pop in my own SIM card, and so I bought this shit fucking SIM card, $27 for 3 gigabytes, which is fucking trash. And then that just ran out today, and I got, what was it? 20 gigabytes for $8 on an eSIM. So like on a global eSIM, just website or whatever. So yeah, at least I have that for the next 14 days because I have 2 weeks here still. Yeah, when I get to Europe, I'm just gonna do like a global like a regional eSIM. When I get to Europe, I'm just gonna do a regional eSIM because then I don't have to worry about like each country that I go to having to like get that figured out. That won't run into the same problem that I ran into the day I got into Turkey and like pretty much was getting rinsed for money that first day. But it's my own damn fault. I should have probably like prepared an eSIM before. I figured I could go to the airport and get a pretty good deal, but yeah, silly me. It's pretty wild. They're having to push the bus over there. Make sure I don't get ran over in the street right now. Bus broken. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me. I'm just gonna sit here and then figure out if maybe I can go to a restaurant or something like that. I drank like had Turkish coffee, then had like Americano and a iced latte at Starbucks. I drink a lot of coffee. So I just did a walk around the whole bus station. And they have good deals on food. The food's not too bad. They have a lot of options and stuff like the, doner kebab and all that stuff. Simit and like little like kind of pizzas, like not pita because I've seen that before. I haven't had it yet. But they have like Turkish pizza and then like kind of like almost like a Roman style pizza that is like maybe they heat up or something. It's already cooked and whatnot. But I don't see any like plugins. So that's kind of a bummer. If I want to just even keep up on my phone, I'm kind of behind in charging my stuff. Like the camera right now is at like 50%, but just like I have 2 batteries that could recharge that, but my power bank is like maybe 1 or 2 charges left. I'm hoping the bus I'm on has a plug-in. So far they've all had plug-ins except for or actually no. So far, the first one didn't have any plugins at all, but the second one had like a full-on European plugin. So hopefully that's the case for this one, because I have audiobooks I can listen to. I mean, I'm probably gonna, it's like a 10-hour bus ride from 11:45 p.m. and I arrive in Antalya at 9 a.m. Yeah, so I leave 11:45 p.m. and arrive at 9 a.m. So it's like 10 or 11 hours, so I'll probably take another Xanax just so I can get like a little wink of sleep, because they're basically sitting buses. You sit up in a chair, so they're not very comfortable. This time I was smart enough to choose my seat. The very first bus I took, I was really stupid and just let it do seat selection, and I got like maybe the shittiest seat that you could possibly get. There was a box under where my feet go, and because apparently they keep a lot of the snacks and stuff in these boxes and they put them under like random seats. And then I sat on the aisle and next to a guy, and so I would prefer to have, now I choose like the window seat every time, because I can fall asleep on a window seat, especially with Xanax, a lot easier than the other ones. Because also there was like girls behind me and they didn't want me to move my seat back at all, and someone moved their seat back on me in front, and I'm not gonna I don't speak Turkish, and then second, I'm not gonna like bitch at this old lady for moving her seat back. But yeah, these girls were trying to sit in that one, and their mom was like motioning to me not to have my seat back, so it is what it is. Hopefully this ride goes a lot better than the last one, or the first one. The second one was fine. The second one, I actually ended up sleeping for like 3-4 hours, I think, because I was up pretty early for that one. It was only like a 5-hour ride, 6-hour ride or something like that. It's much easier. And these late night buses, the only good thing, I guess, is that you're not spending money on accommodation for a day, especially when you get to a fucking shit hostel like I got in this city. The only hostel choice that I had, there's only 3, and the rest were fully booked unless you want to spend like $50 on a private room. And the one, as you probably already know, this episode's already going to be pretty short because I bitched about it in the start, but I got there and he's like, oh yeah, check in at 5, and then today he's like, check out at 10. And I'm like, what in the fuck? That's the most like, he basically just bullshitted me. I don't know why he wanted me to wait till 5. Maybe because they don't, I don't know what they were cleaning. There's fucking cigarette holes. There's literally a cigarette butt in the shower, and I woke up with like a ton of fucking mosquito bites or some sort of bug bites. Man, just a shitty, maybe one of the shittiest hostels I've been in yet, and like not cheap, like $18 for a shit hostel. Like I don't mind spending $17 if that's the norm. Like I think at the one I had in Istanbul was 14 a night, so it looks like 14 to $17 is like typical, but at least have like not be a complete fucking shithole. Like it everything was fucked. It looked like a place that I wouldn't even be happy living in. If I lived in that house, I would not let it be in that state. But yeah, the guy just kept telling me like, well, in Russia and in Ukraine, this is how check-in time is. It's like, we're in Turkey, bro. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? And it's like, I've been in multiple hostels in this country already. They're all normal times. They're all 12 o'clock. And the most I've ever seen a hostel before that, I think, was 2 o'clock. It is what it is. Yeah, I feel like you probably already know how I feel. This city is like very skippable. Very, very skippable. Maybe you have to be Turkish to enjoy it. I don't even know why you'd go here for vacation when it seems like there's much other better places for vacation. It's lost on me. So I was trying to go get to this place called Doner Kebab, but there's construction, so I couldn't go anywhere. You gotta cross this little makeshift pathway over the train tracks. At the end of the world, there's I just saw on the picture they had a really good looking burger, and I was like, I could go for a burger right now, and it's like a nice looking restaurant, so I thought that would be nice. But yeah, it is what it is. Someone spit on me too when I was walking on the way over here. I don't know if it was on purpose or just they just spit out the window and I was there, but yeah, that was fucking gross.